Hair loss has many possible causes. Chronic stress, poor sleep, nutritional deficiencies, certain illnesses and medications can all trigger it. But these account for a small fraction of cases. The overwhelming majority of men who lose their hair have a condition called androgenetic alopecia, also called male pattern baldness. This is a genetic type of baldness and is characterized by bald spots at the temples and crown. The cause comes down to a hormone called dihydrotestosterone, which the body produces by converting testosterone. It binds to hair follicles and, over time, causes them to shrink, producing thinner, shorter hairs until they stop producing hair entirely. But this hormone alone isn't the whole story. You also need the genetic sensitivity to it. Men with low sensitivity can have high levels of this hormone and keep a full head of hair. The reason baldness starts at the temples and crown specifically is that the follicles in those areas are genetically more sensitive to this hormone than the follicles at the back and sides of the head, which is why those areas almost always stay full regardless of how advanced the hair loss becomes. That biological quirk is also exactly why hair transplants work. The procedure takes follicles from the back and sides of the head, the DHT-resistant ones, and moves them to the thinning areas. Because those transplanted follicles retain their original genetic sensitivity, they continue to grow normally even in their new location. The more practical question for most men is how to slow or stop the loss before it gets to that point. Two medications have solid clinical evidence behind them. Finasteride is the most widely used. It's a dihydrotestosterone blocker that reduces the hormone's levels in the scalp by around 70%, significantly slowing follicle miniaturization in most men who take it. It has attracted myths about sexual and psychological side effects, but large-scale clinical studies have consistently found these effects to be rare and largely indistinguishable from placebo rates. The fear around them is significantly out of proportion to the actual data. The second medication is Minoxidil, a topical treatment that stimulates blood flow to follicles and extends the hair growth cycle. It doesn't block dihydrotestosterone, so it works best in combination with the previous explained treatment rather than as a standalone cure. Beyond medications, the internet is full of both false causes and false solutions. Tight scalps, reduced blood flow, specific shampoos, and wearing caps do not cause hair loss. Dihydrotestosterone and genetics cause it. On the remedy side, rosemary oil, caffeine shampoos, vitamin supplements, laser helmets, and derma rollers are all widely marketed, but lack meaningful clinical evidence. Some show minor effects in small studies that have never been replicated at scale. None come close to the documented results of the only two medications with solid clinical evidence behind them. The gap between what is proven and what is sold is significant, and most men spend years cycling through ineffective products before reaching the two that actually work. Click the video on your screen right now and I'll explain another everyday mystery you've wondered about your whole life but never thought to look up.